Let's talk about the layers of life. In the 8th century, the Vedic sage Adi Shankara categorized 3 layers of life: our physical body, our subtle body, and our causal body. Essentially, what I take from this lesson is that people are complex and multi-dimensional beings with many rich layers. We live life simultaneously on many levels. When we can freely access these layers of life, we achieve more balance and integration. Meditation helps us traverse the range of experience so that we have access to all of the layers of life. Let's look at the layers of life and Shankara's model. So looking at the top of this model, the physical body is made up of 3 layers: the environment, a personal body, and an energetic body. We think of the environment as out there and separate from our bodies, but the environment is part of who we are. There is no distinct boundary between our personal and extended bodies, which are in constant and dynamic exchange. We are as much a product of the environment as our environment is a product of us. Each breath we inhale and exhale is a reminder of the continuous conversation taking place between our physical body and our environment. Next, we have our personal physical body. This is what we clothe, what we feed, we wash, sometimes we complain about. Our physical body is made up of matter and energy, which are interchangeable. Shankara named the physical body Annamaya Kosha, which means the covering made of food. This idea underscores the idea that the cells in our body are largely made up of the food we have eaten, and we do need to pay attention to what we consume. At a deeper level, in the middle of the model, we have what we call the subtle body, where we have our mind, our thoughts, our ideas, our emotions. A little deeper than that, we have the intellect, where we have ideas and concepts. More refined still, we have the ego. The ego is our self-image. It's not really who we are. It's who we think we are at any given time. If I asked another person, "Who are you?" he might say, "My name is John. I'm an executive. I live in New York. I have a 3-bedroom co-op. I have $1 million in the bank." Of course, all of that could change. He could change his name. He could leave his job. He could move away from New York. He could sell his co-op and give his money to charity. Everything can change. So our ego is this transient self-image we create, but it's not really who we are. Now let's talk about the causal body, which is the field of pure potentiality. It's easy to live life in attachment to body and mind, but Shankara encourages us to go deeper. So taking a look at the bottom of the model, who we really are is here at the deepest levels of the causal body, the aspect that can cause everything to happen. Here we can open up the possibility of experiencing aspects of our beings that are beyond our usual limitations. This is where we find our personal soul and the collective and universal domains. Our soul is the individual aspect. This is the layer we talked about before, where the seeds of memories and desires are sown. According to Shankara, we arrive on this planet with a specific purpose and a set of talents. Given the right environment, the seeds sprout, and we're capable of expressing our gifts in the world. The second sheath of the causal body is the collective domain. This realm invites you to consider archetypes you resonate with, recognizing the gods and goddesses inside each of us. And of course, some of our lessons have more fully explored this archetypal realm, and we've done a deeper exploration of archetypes in this course. After I had experience meditating with my own mantra, I felt more able to access this dimension of myself. For example, I'm an artist, and sometimes when I'm trying to find a new creative edge, I call upon ancient artist energies and wisdom to help me take the next step in a painting. A new mother might call upon the wisdom and knowledge she knows is inside her to take the right next step in calming her infant. And spirit is that universal aspect that links everything in creation. What meditation does is help take us to these more refined layers of life. We pass through all these layers we've just talked about in the model until we reach the deepest level of silence. All these layers are part of the same wholeness. Everything is joined and connected. Meditation brings that essence of oneness back into our lives. So how are soul and spirit related? If you imagine you're looking out at the ocean, from the shore, the ocean appears to be infinite. It looks like it goes on forever. So think of that image of the ocean as the universal spirit, the eternal, endless field. But when we look at the ocean, we also see waves. Each wave has its own individuality. Think of the wave as like our individual soul. It's an individual expression of the unbounded ocean. We can't separate the waves from the ocean, just as we can't separate our individual soul from spirit. It's part of it. Ultimately, the wave merges back into the ocean and becomes part of the ocean again. The same with our soul. Our soul makes the journey throughout this lifetime and then merges back into that unmanifest field of spirit and is reconnected. Meditation is the vehicle that allows us to access these deeper layers of life and brings that memory of wholeness and perfection back into our life. When we sit quietly in meditation with our eyes closed and our awareness moves within, our thoughts settle down, and we allow space for the creativity, the bliss, the unlimited possibilities to materialize in our lives, and we feel that sense of oneness and pure potentiality.